What's up? It's Tice, and in this video, I'm interviewing one of my clients, Nick, who just joined me a month and a half ago, and his first full month phone flipping. While working two full-time jobs, he made $3,900 profit phone flipping. So in this video, he's going to go over his exact process, how he makes that money, and also how he did that with two full-time jobs, how much capital he started out with, everything. So let's dive straight into it. How long have you been phone flipping for, and what have you done so far? Like, how much profit did you make so far?
Well, my name is Nick, for starters, and I've been phone flipping so I started officially like mid-June,
Mhm.
and today's like the end of July, so not even 2 months fully, maybe a
Gotcha.
month and a half, a little bit over a month and a half.
Mhm. And this
And
this month of July, what did you do profit wise?
actually, let me pull it up and check. I've lost track, to be completely honest. But I had a really good day yesterday. I had like a $1,600 day, so
Oh
that
my
was
God.
yeah, that was huge. So for this month, I have done in profit, I have done $3,910.
Wow. So you did almost 4K profit, and this is like your first full.
It's my first full month. Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's insane. Um, okay. All right. Nice. I mean, what was your situation before working with me? Were you already phone flipping? Were you working a job? Are you still working a job? Just kind of let them know. I mean, what was your situation before you started working together?
Yeah, no, so I was not phone flipping, but I was reselling. So I was reselling different electronics I know you talked about the AirPod things. I was reselling things like AirPods, MacBooks, but I wasn't really into the whole phone thing. One of my buddies was doing phones. So when I stumbled across your video, and I probably watched them for like 2 to 3 months before I actually like hit you up in the beginning of June. So
Yeah.
I wasn't really doing any phone flipping whatsoever, but I did have experience in reselling in public meetups and things of that nature.
Gotcha. So you weren't working a job or anything. You were mainly just
No, I
reselling.
worked two full-time jobs. I worked two full-time remote sales jobs.
Okay. And you're still working those currently, and you made,
I've been working those for like 2 years.
okay. So you're working two jobs and
Yeah,
you made 4K profit on the side, pretty much.
yeah,
Okay.
yep, exactly.
Wow, bro. All right. That's, that's crazy. Nice, bro. All right. So let me ask you this. Like, what made you decide to actually come on board and kind of join the program?
Number one, looking at your videos, I mean, you could tell that you weren't full of shit. I feel like I've been watching so many different, and I'm not the type of guy to buy a course, to be honest. I'm the type of guy who thinks he can do it all on his own.
Me too.
And whether that's true or not, it doesn't really matter. But
Yeah.
when I saw your videos, it related because, like I said, my friend was already doing this. He doesn't do it anymore. So I had already seen the success from his point of view, even though I didn't know the details of what he was really doing. And he doesn't teach courses or he doesn't try to coach people. So fast forward a few months later, a year later, when I started seeing your videos pop up, I figured, if there's anything that I could integrate into what I'm already doing with work, with reselling, with everything I have going on, why not just add phones to it? And
Yeah.
you look like you knew what you were talking about just from the testimonials, from the way you showed what you were already doing, the free information you were giving. It just matched what my boys told me vaguely what he was doing. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give this thing a shot.
Gotcha. Okay. And what would you like? Did you have any hesitation? Like, what was your biggest hesitation before joining? Was there any, or were you kind of certain it was gonna like click?
Did I have any hesitation? Not necessarily. To be honest, I mean, I had money to play around with. Like I said, I worked two jobs. I was sitting on some cash from reselling, so I wasn't really worried about like losing money. I knew that I could scale pretty quickly just because I could buy a good amount of phones. So
Yeah.
there was no real hesitation because, like I said, it's kind of a very simple process. So, I mean, the way you laid it out is like the more you have, the more you can earn. And even if not, you can start from small and flip one by one. So I wasn't really nervous to get started. It was kind of just like a when type of thing. It took me 3 months to actually hit you up.
Yeah, yeah. Got you. All right. And how much did you really like start out with?
Um, I mean, I'm sitting on a decent amount, but I pretty much spent like maybe a grand my first month.
Okay.
Like my profit was like 2 grand my first month. So I spent like a grand, maybe 1,500 the first month.
Got you. All right. And I mean, what is your sort of process of phone flipping right now? Like, what do you do to like source your phones, sell your phones? Like, what does your process really look like?
So it used to be when I first started because my ads weren't really hitting like that. I was really just on marketplace, hitting up people one by one, which obviously no one wants to really do that. So
Yeah,
maybe 2 or 3 weeks into my ads, I started getting some momentum. I guess Facebook started really learning my ideal customer.
that's what
And so
happened.
it's like 100%, almost 90% Facebook ads right now.
Okay. So at the start, it kind of took a little bit for the Facebook ad to like warm up and start performing, and then now like everything is through Facebook ads.
Yeah, I'd say like 95%. Then I have like repeat customers, but
Yeah.
most of it is just new Facebook ads.
Got you. Okay. And where do you sell your phones? Like where do your phones go after you get them through the ads?
I sell them to a private buyer. So some of the private buyers you sent, I had one that I found, but mostly I send them to a private buyer. I don't sit on them for more than like 2 or 3 days.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean that's the way to do it. Awesome. All right. And I mean, what do you think? So overall in your phone flipping like business or side hustle, whatever you want to call it, what do you think made the biggest impact? Where like maybe like a aha moment or like, wow, shit, like this is really doing really good because of this. Is there anything?
Um, I would say three different things. I would say number one was learning the Facebook ads. You know, if one of the first ads I posted didn't do too well, so I immediately, like day two, switched it up and followed exactly what you said, and that caught fire within 2 weeks. So posting the correct ads and making a good ad where the volume's up. Number two would be having a little bit of capital to scale with. Obviously, not everyone's going to have that, but I think I had a little bit of an advantage, and I'm growing a little quicker than most just because I had a little bit of advantage of scaling. And number three, salesmanship. I mean, being able to meet people and be likable, be personable, being able to
Yeah.
have a conversation that's not you just awkwardly standing there and like inspecting their phone for 2 minutes and then handing them cash. You kind of have to have a little bit of salesmanship, but those are probably the top three things that have helped me the most.
Got you. All right. So definitely communication was a big thing of just like being able to actually like talk to people. I say that all the time. You don't just want to be a dude who's kind of just picking up their phone because like you're just a dude who's picking up a phone.
Right.
There's no reason for them to come back or sell you another phone or go out of their way to get a referral for you or whatever it is. So yeah,
Right, right,
that's
right.
definitely a big thing. I'm glad you mentioned that. Actually, I don't think anybody's really mentioned that.
It's
Uh,
huge. Yeah, it's huge.
but I remember our first call, I did say that about you, that you are very like well spoken, so you would do good.
You
And
did say that, yeah.
now I hear it. Now I hear it. But yeah, bro. I mean, is there any other for anybody just starting this out, brand new, maybe they're working a job, because I know maybe you're on a little bit of a time crunch with your two jobs. I mean, is there any advice you have for somebody who wants to dive into this and maybe they're working a full-time job, like how you kind of worked around it or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, for me, and for anyone who's, even if you're working one job that's kind of time consuming, I'm in sales, so I'm kind of able to flex my calendar and I can move meetings around, I can move discovery calls and demos around. But if you're working a job, whether you're remote or not, I would say being able to manage your schedule is probably the biggest thing. So before the day ends, if I have meetups that I set up for tomorrow, I'll make sure that I'm putting it on my calendar. I'll make sure that I'm sending them a reminder, 30 minutes beforehand to make sure we're still meeting. I'll give myself like a 20-minute leeway before I either leave my house. I have a Starbucks downstairs. So if it's something where I have a meeting in 5 or 10 minutes, I'll have them meet at the Starbucks if they can. So really just being able to manage your calendar, manage your pipeline, and making sure that you give yourself enough time in the day to hit the meetups and also take care of your work schedule so you don't get fired.
Yeah, nice, bro. Awesome, man. All right. I mean, yeah, before we wrap this up, any other advice you got for, I mean, anybody just starting out? Anything?
Yeah, I would say don't look at, so like I said, my buddy was doing this in the same city I was in. I don't know how much money he made, to be honest, but he clearly made a good amount of money. I could tell from his lifestyle, but I'd never looked at what he did and was like comparing what I'm doing now, like the start of what I'm doing now to what he did. I would just say don't look at other people's failures or successes as a point for your own starting point, just because everyone's going to be different. You're in a different city. You're probably starting up with a different amount of capital. You're probably going to run different ads. So it's going to be different, but definitely give it a little bit of time. Even if you don't make money in the first month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, I would give it a little bit of time, because at some point, if you stay consistent, you're going to start cooking. You're going to see some results.
Yeah. Awesome, bro. As you can see, Nick is absolutely killing it. He made pretty much $4,000 profit his first full month phone flipping, and he's working 2 full-time jobs. So if you guys want one-on-one help from me personally, just like Nick got, you want access to the training program that he got access to, and you want to learn exactly how to run the Facebook ads that we run, the private buyers that we sell our phones to, you could click that first link in the description and you could book a call with me. And if we're a good fit to work together, I'll hop on the call, and if we're a good fit to work together, then you'll get access to everything that Nick got access to. So again, if you do want any help with phone flipping, you want help with the Facebook ads, the private buyers, the whole entire process of how I do things, the whole training program that Nick got access to, you could click that first link in the description, book a call, no matter if you're starting from scratch or you want to scale your phone flipping business, do that, and I'll help you out one-on-one, me personally. Other than that, I'll see you guys later.